There's a pain in your chest that woke you up in the middle of the night, and it's feeling different than the discomfort you fell asleep with. And you're laying there in the dark, starting to wonder, is this cardiac? Or is it the last set on the bench press I didn't quite get through at the gym today? And now you're begging God to let you see morning. But God already knows. It's a pulled lat muscle. Go take an Advil. Go back to sleep. Or maybe your prayer sounds something more like, God, why won't she come back? Doesn't she realize how much I care? Why doesn't she feel the same way about me? Please, God, bring us back together. Two different prayers, two different situations, one common thread. God already knows something you don't. And the reason he isn't answering the way you're asking him to isn't because your prayer isn't sincere. It isn't a lack of your faith. It's because he can see the whole room and you can only see the door you want to go back through. Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make your paths straight. Lean not on your own understanding, not lean on something you understand when it seems reasonable, not lean on your own understanding when you've thought it through really carefully, not lean on your own understanding because your understanding is working with incomplete information. Isaiah 55, my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Think about it a different way. How about a debit card with an automatic payment attached to it? The card expires, so you get a new one, but it's got a new expiration date and a new security code. And suddenly, all the automatic payments stop working. That's not because the account is closed, and it's not because the money isn't there. It's because the information being used is out of date. Sometimes the way we're praying is like running an expired card. The account is still open, God is still there, the money is still in the account, but the request is built on information that doesn't match what God can already see. He's not ignoring your prayer. He's protecting you from the answer you think you want. Here's what I've learned about unanswered prayer. The silence isn't indifference. It's often the most protective thing God can do in that moment you're asking. Because he can see what's on the other side of the door you want back through, and sometimes the closed door is the answer. Does it ever feel like God stopped listening? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. So keep praying. Not because it changes God's mind, but because it changes yours. It keeps the connection wide open. It keeps the orientation towards him instead of towards the door you want back through. And a man who stays oriented towards God eventually stops running an expired card and starts asking different questions. Not, God, why won't you give me this? But, God, what are you preparing me for? That's the prayer that gets answered every time. And that's why it's never been more important to stay connected to him in this abiding life.